Some times ago, I asked a senior manager in a conference something that has been sitting in my mind for a very long time. Do you think the AI is going to reduce the hiring of junior software engineers? That is the question that comes to everyone, and that is what we have been seeing in industry a lot less of junior developer hiring. And her answer completely changed my way of thinking about AI and my own career. She said there won't be less hiring, just the hiring of the traditional kind of engineer would be less. Now there is a new kind of engineer that is emerging that will be on the demand. And that one line made me actually stop and think about the whole scenario of maybe back in college, in my starting 2 to 3 years, I might be learning to be that exact kind, the traditional kind. So when I was in college, the path of learning anything new used to be pretty straightforward. Yeah, like you go figure out what you want to learn, go to YouTube, watch a lot of tutorial videos of it, then you start building any stuff. I used to start building by build a Facebook app with me, build a WhatsApp app with me, side by side with the developer which was already building it. And I genuinely believe the importance of syntax was huge. The someone who could write fastest, someone who can solve problems the fastest, who can code it up the fastest would be the talk of the town and would be required, and that would be the engineer everyone would want. But when I entered the company, what I saw from my team and from everyone else in the corporate, the requirement from a junior developer has totally shifted. And the closest thing that they actually want is coming from a Hollywood movie, a very famous Hollywood movie, and that is Iron Man. Now, right now, we all have Jarvis in our hand, but are you the Tony Stark? Are you the Tony Stark, or are you just watching Jarvis do the work? Because Tony Stark never codes. He never looks at the syntax and all. He just commands the Jarvis to do it for him. And if you can command AI line by line, word to word, of what exactly to do, where to look, where it would fail, how to implement that, you can make it do all of that with AI. But are you in the position to say where it will fail, where things will occur, where things will break down, and where you are required as a developer? Can you do that? Do you understand the system that much that you can prompt the AI? So, what does that engineer look like? First is the judgment. That is the skill that you need to train, that you need to develop, because that will be the skill that will make you human and that will make you be able to prompt AI. When AI brings a prompt back to you, can you identify the edge cases that will come here, the constraints where it will fail, and what it has brought? And if you have come up with the final solution, can you defend it? That will be the question. And that kind of understanding only comes after you know how system works. And that is why a junior developer is also required to learn system design. Earlier, system design used to be a skill that is only reserved for the senior developers. I know. But right now, you need to learn basic system design in order for you to figure out where the system will break. So you can design a resilient system which will work when things are breaking. That will make you apart, that will make you set apart from AI in this era. The second is depth before speed. When you are given a project, don't touch anything. Dig deep into it. Like, understand the code, understand the business of it, why it is required, how it is required, who are we solving the issue for. Dig into it. Because now you have the time to understand those things. Because you will be creating a multiplier effect with AI, but if you don't know the context yet yourself, you will only create garbage, because garbage in, garbage out. Understand it in and out. And after you prompt it and it gives you a reply, be a critique. Be so critical about it. Ask it, what if this happened? How is it handling this case scenario? What if this happens? Because in this thing, two things will happen. You will refine your solution to make it better, and you will also learn why it did that. You will learn so much from it. Okay, if this happens, it is actually doing this is inside. We can implement it like this. So if somebody asks you in the future why you implemented it like this, you can answer because of this reasons. Now the third is business understanding. Now you are creating a system which is creating a multiplier effect for your productivity. Now you would have time left. You would be required to understand the business part of that product. Why was it developed in the first place? Why is it developed like this, not like this? And who are we solving the issue for? If you understand the business part of it, you would be dangerous. Let me tell you, you would be so skilled in that, you would know the system in and out. What happened for me, I joined my first role and I saw a task that is being so much tedious, that was so tiring, and nobody actually wanted to do it. And in enterprise level architecture and code base, there's so much code there that nobody wants to look into it that much. Now there is was problem that was repetitive, so much repetitive, that same prompts were going, same kind of steps were being followed. So I thought, why not automate it? Something that runs in the background and completes the whole process and just gives you the output, and you can review it, accept it. In the background, you are not involved in it. I first figured out how to build it. I built it and showed it. First, I built it and showed the working model of it. You can do the same. If you see anything that is being repetitive, that is being very tedious, that is a pain, solve it if you can solve it. And this is a muscle that needs training of figuring out, okay, this thing is a pain. I need to solve this by this, how I can solve it. First, figuring out which thing is worth solving and then how to solve it. So, what you should do? You should train that muscle first of all. Whenever you are doing something that are you doing for the second or third time, ask yourself, can you automate it? Can the same things be followed multiple times? Start doing that. Start prototyping over it and build it. Whenever you are repeating a thing multiple times and where your creativity is not actively involved, you are essentially what losing what makes you human, and that is your judgment, your learning, your thinking. So transfer that knowledge of repetitive tasks to the AI and it will do it for you. So you can focus on much larger and bigger things and you can learn new things to solve the problems there. End of the day, AI is just a multiplier. You are the anchor which forces it to multiply your judgment into outputs more efficiently. But when you lose that anchor seat, when you stop giving it the direction, you become a person who is lost in this AI era, figuring out why I don't feel like an engineer anymore. So stay in that seat, provide your judgment, provide your direction to the AI so it can multiply it for you. And the good news, you are early. Most people have not figured it out yet. So that is the end of the video. Hope you all enjoyed it and learned something from it and start applying it in your day-to-day life, whether it's your work or your personal life. You can apply it anywhere and everywhere. And I highly recommend Claude Cowork for all of it. So start trying it and start building all the things that you want to build.